Hey family, how you guys are doing? Greetings to one and all. How are you? How are you? Well, Jaden, don't worry, babe. I got it. How are you guys doing? 90 day of a lot of stuff going on. I made it back home. I get the kids to the doctor. Make it back home. But close to where I was, why do I see all of these things going on? It's a lot going on. It's a lot going on. But anyway, how is everyone doing? I know it's a lot going on sometimes, but we just want to tap into there and say it's a lot. 90 days of a lot, but how is everybody doing? Your girl haven't slept yet? She not much and come back home. I stop and check some stuff out. Take my son to the doctor this morning. So I not much yeah, I take you to the doctor, yes. So it's 90 days of a lot of stuff, but we are here. We are here. I'm thankful, I'm blessed and everything. A lot of stuff be going on. I went down to this place this morning and I seen it on the news now where this man went in there and go attack his ex-wife. I'm telling you, man, we gotta get our life together. I know it's a lot sometimes when you have a lot, you feel like you waste your life and everything, but you can't waste it like the rest of your life like that. You know what I mean? But anyway, such is life. It's a lot going on in this world, in these streets and everything, in people's mind, people's heart, in people's soul. And I'm just here to tell you all that you can fix everything that is going on from deep within. All those thoughts, you gotta fight them, you gotta seek help. I know it can be a lot. I know it can be a lot of stuff going on up in there and so forth, but we gotta learn to fight these things that are coming to us to destroy us, man. I'm telling you. Our mind is like sometimes you want to say it's an attack on you, but you gotta fight it. You know what I mean? You gotta fight it, especially when you realize you have a lot to lose in life. You gotta fight, man. You don't want to be doing nothing out there that's gonna continue corrupt the mind, cause you see, and that's why you have to train. It's like retrain your brain, retrain your mind, your thought process, so that you can excel to the next level in how you execute with whatever you're going to do in life, how you're going to move forward, from that mindset and all these things. Because whether we like it or not, our mind have a lot to do with how we go about life, because that's where we make decisions from within. You don't make decision from outside, you make decision from within. It's like you tell yourself, okay, I'm getting up today. If God's spirit life, you get up today and I'm going to travel today, and everything that you say you're going to do, it start from within you. You know what I mean? It start from within you. It don't start from the outside. And it's just a lot to know that. And I just come from down that place and see it on the news on the lockdown. Just come from down there. It's a lot going on. I think I don't even know what to say. Haruki, say hi, how are you? Greetings. Congratulations, top one corn. Bless up yourself, my moderator. Top one funny say, every thought you think creates your future. Yes, man. Yes, man. I know much and come from. There's a hospital over here, and I know much and come from down that side. Remember, I told you guys this morning earlier I had to go take my son down there. It's on the news. I saw it on the news where a man just literally walked in there. I would say, I'm originally from Jamaica, living here in Michigan. I just literally saw it on the news where a man walked in there, and he had some discrepancy with his ex-wife, and he take the ex-wife life right in the hospital in the basement. And while I was on my way this morning down there, because what I did was pick the kids up and then just come this side. And what I did on my way down there, it seemed like something was going on within that area. And there's the one person passed away from the injury because some kick out gone. Let me just use the word kick out, but you understand what kick out mean in these terms that I'm gonna refer to it as. Some kick out went down and something. And I was like, wow. It's a lot going on in this world, man. It's a lot, and everything starts from within the mind, man. And that's why I'm telling people nowadays, we gotta get out our head. We gotta find something productive to do. Reach out to people, man. There's help out here for us when we feel like, things not going the way you thought it would be going. And then we gotta learn to also accept the things that we call rejection. Because sometimes some people, they don't want to accept these things and say, all right then, this is what it is, that is what it is. This is what it is, that is what it is. They don't want to accept these things and just move on. Greetings, how are you? Greeting by their hierarchy. Hierarchies. Greetings. Hope my pronunciation is bad. I mean? So it's a lot going on, people. But if you're out here and you're all up in your mind, you need to get out your mind. And in order to get out your mind is, go for a long drive. Find a therapist. Find somebody outside of everybody who you know daily to talk to. They're gonna give you a better review on the situation than maybe somebody who know you or know the other partner. You don't want to be around those people because you might think they bias against one particular person if they know both of you. Go somewhere somebody don't know you so you can get the help you need. You know what I mean? Because it's not fair. You have so much going on. Even the hospitals sometimes they short staff and a lot of stuff be going on. You know what I mean? So please, if you guys are out there and you feel like the world is caving down on you, your relationship is going sour, things not working out, please just walk away peacefully. You got your life same way. Plenty of people out here same way would want to date you. But then you have those kind of mindset now when you do something like that. And you have to be on the run for the rest of your life. You're still going to have that messed up mindset. It's not going to change because now you have to keep that mindset. It's like a generator. You have to keep it going. You know what I mean? if and once that generator tripped in, you ever see light go away and you see that generator tripped in and it stay right there until the light come back. You gotta fight that mindset that you have because your mind is not a generator right now because you're tripping in the wrong way and you don't know how much things you can be doing that's wrong. Keisha Harvey say hello, how are you? I'm doing good, my dear. I'm doing good. it just it's just a lot going on just to see within, you know close proximity in the vicinities and stuff, just to see things. So many things are happening and it begin with our mind. You know what I mean? We need to be a little bit more, we need to start speak more with what going on with us. You know what I mean? Seek somebody, seek some help, man. Don't be afraid. A lot of people have this stigma that, okay, if you're a man and you cry out for help, somebody gonna judge you. Who cares if they judge you? Just seek the help. Because then when you have to route the wrong way and everything, no, you're grieving. You're not only grieving because you're hurt, but you're grieving now to say, Lord, did I really do that? You're shocked. Some people don't care. We understand that, but the majority who, frighten, shock, and do some something within that didn't need to do. You know what I mean? We need to get back to the place where we can communicate with people and not be so harsh and judgmental. Because I think that's why a lot of people are so shut down nowadays. Because if they go seek help, people go say, "Oh, you're crazy." If you say, "Hey, I have some thoughts," people gonna say, "Oh, that's meditation." This and everything start with the mind. Where you think all of that idea came from? It don't come from a book. Some of the things that we watch, we see, and we do, and we see other people do. Yes, it gonna also contribute to what was already going on in your mind. You understand? But your mind our mind is something that is always constantly thinking. How many of us have bills to pay? And when you realize that deadline is coming and you can't meet that bill, tell me how far your mind go. Just think about it. If your mind can go to the point where you start going to depression, you start going into anxiety, you start trying to see cry, you start so many things that are running in your mind at this time. You're not thinking clearly long enough because the deadline is coming up. Everything is fast approaching. Now your mind start to generate so many thoughts. Some are good, some are bad. Sometimes you're saying, but if you tell me, some people would say, but God, you told me to lean on you and I'm leaning on you, but nothing is happening. You know what I mean? And when they're not seeing these things or so forth, their mind starts stray and stray. And that's why we have to have good community of people around us that we can trust and say, if we know we're going to do something foolish or so, they will stop you. Mind you, we can't stop everything in life. But it's a lot going on and it start within the mind. And until people start to realize that everything begin with the mind, because a lot of people say, oh, this person just a hater, this person just a that. But it's what going on in their mind they playing out. It's like a CD player, you put the CD in and you press the remote and you play what's on the CD, correct? We do play what's on the CD. Same way with your mind. Whatever is in your mind and whatever your mind is telling you to do, that's what you play out. You don't play out nothing that is not coming to your mind. It's like me. We dream, we go to bed and we trying to be a business owner or entrepreneur or try to create a product or so. And you tell yourself that. And then you wake up in the middle of the night or something, you get an idea. Where you think that idea came from? Where you think that idea came from? You know what I mean? So, and then you play out what coming to your thoughts, what coming into the mind. And a lot of people will say, oh, but this person just this person just that. All these things that you see coming out here, the different thought process, the different mindset, the different way of thinking, the different perspective on life, just the way we do stuff on a whole. Where you think all of that coming from? Where you think all of that coming from? It's not coming from a book. Some of these things that you see are evolving. It's like, you know, it's crazy. And these thoughts are coming to your mind. But until everybody start to realize that things are not just happening because they want to happen, they are something that people are thinking of. They are something that their thought process are coming to their mind and start prevent have better education system, better this to educate people about their mind and stuff like that. Because some people don't know what their mind is going through. They just think that, oh, it's just something they see on the TV or so. Yeah, you can see that and it trigger what you already have built up in your mind, what you were already thinking of. How many of us have ever seen something and say, but wait, I was about to say that? Or you hear somebody say something and you say, but wait, I was gonna do that. Because you were already thinking about it. It's like when you meet somebody and you start finish each other's sentences, and you were already thinking about this stuff, but because that person said it already, it's coming from your past experience. Yes, man. Everything contribute to a lot of stuff, you know. And then some people don't have past experience as well either, can. But what they do know with all the things that they gain from within the circumstances that they're in or the situation that they're in, then their mind start to build up on that. You know what I mean? But a lot of people don't want to admit that your mind is something like it generate every day. Every day you generate new ideas. Every day you generate new perspective. Every day you learn something new. And it's because we're tapping into our mind. And when our mind is shifting to the negative side of us, is because something may trigger, as you said, a past experience or past trauma that you've been through, and then here you come reliving it again. Or you could probably see your mother and father being divorced, and then you get married, and then you come and being divorced again, and then that past trauma plus your trauma equal trauma. You understand? And then all these things added up, and then equal to that level of thing, because now your mind is confused, your mind is strained, your mind is wandering away, and you're like, Lord, thank God for the people who like we have a mind that can say, Lord, you can call on him, because he said when you're in distress you gotta reach out to him and he will take it from there. You understand? But not everybody have that willpower. Some people are scared enough on planet Earth, much as they scared enough to even believe that there's a God, until they actually in situation and they say, yes, there's a God. When it's too late, or they create damage, and then they realize that Father God, they start calling Father. You might not know they calling Father, but they do and say, Lord, what have I done? Lord, help me. It's too late. But we have to start realize that things start within the mind. You know, the way we think, the way we process our thoughts. Teresa Dates, greetings to you. How are you? Talking about 90 days of a lot of stuff that is going on. You know, young people nowadays, They're going out, and I'm saying to myself, a lot of stuff that is getting out of hand. How did it become so easily accessible that any and anybody can just grab their hand and anything? Huh? How is it get so easily accessible to just any and anybody? I don't understand. These things just look like a water just running down a stream, and it's out of control. Louis said, change the batteries in your smoke detector. Yes, Louis, I told them probably multiple times about these things. Karen said, things you see on TV, what you see in real life, and what you read. Yes, man. Everything contribute to the things that you're gonna build up in your mind, and then you start getting ideas from them. And then you know another thing too. Sometimes you have people around you too, and you're going through something, and you know if you say something to them, they might mock you. So you just keep your thoughts to yourself, and that's why a lot of people have to get out their head. So what they do is play out what is in their head. And that's why sometimes when people come to us and say, "I want to talk to you," it may be scary at first when somebody say, "I want to talk to you," especially if you know that's not a person who really normally say, "I want to talk to you." It might sound scary at first, but then if they feel like you're a safe haven for them, I believe that we need to stop and listen, because you could have just changed something. All you have to do, if when somebody say, "Hey, I want to talk to you about something," or so, it kind of it might bug into you, but trust me, you pray first. That means God can cover you and cover that person too, that when they come with you, certain things, it gotta come from God. I don't know who says, but they say God uses people to communicate what He wants you to know. Exactly. Yes, 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 Con. Yes, He does. He said he used other people to speak to us, and He also come from one of the passages as well that I was reading a couple weeks ago as well, where it say He speak to other people to speak to us as well. But some of the things that I see getting out of hand, I'm like, how did it become so easy, so easily accessible that even a baby can grab their hand on it? Everybody now can grab their hand on something that is so monstrous. Sometimes you think it's only cancer alone, monstrous. But the difference between cancer and something that people can literally get their hand on and pick it up and walk around with it is that this one, when it touch you, you might not, you just go right there and then. You know what I mean? With the cancer now, you might linger around a little bit in your life until you say, you know what, I deteriorate you, you're gone back. You might linger for maybe a year, 3 months, 6 months, depending on how severe when you know what I mean. But with something that is easily accessible to so many, I'm like, what? Why is these things so accessible and they're not money? It is not money, and it's so easily accessible to every walks of life. You even the baby just born probably find it. They gotta do better with these things, man, because it look like it's money and it's not money. And then in mind. And then, as I was saying, that sometimes you have people around you, and you might tell them, "I think I'm having thoughts in my head," and when you tell them, they start to label you as being crazy. When all you need to do is have somebody just to help you change your thought process by walk you down memory lane, reminisce on the good times with you, know who you were before these things start to happen to you. Because life gonna happen. And that's one thing we have to understand. Sometimes when people say, "Oh, I get rejected and I get dumped," you feel hurt by it. Yes, but you gotta get over these things. Life goes on. We can't just sit down and say because somebody dumped me, I gotta sit down and just do. It's like ball in my in my vomit. Come on now. And then when you see that person move on from you and living better life, and you were hoping when they were still with you, they were gonna defeat, but then they didn't get defeated. They're rising. I know you can tolerate them rising. I don't care what it is. Move on with your life. You know what? When I was growing up as a kid, we used to say you have so many ducklings out here. But nowadays, you barely see any ducklings anymore where you have to reach to the point where you say, "It's over. It's over for me. Nobody else going to need me. Nobody." No, that's not true. That's not true. But it's what we tell ourselves now because we don't want to see somebody else excel to the next level because we're no longer with them. Let go. It's a lot out here. It's a lot to see. It's a lot to do. You know what I mean? Let go. One time somebody and you're over, let go. Some people, you have them in a lifestyle and you realize that you probably couldn't be best of friend in a marriage or something. But then in the long run, after you probably divorce and you be best of friend. Best of friend, especially if you not have children, have to call, call parent and something to move on with it. If you can't call parent, you just go by yourself then. Do what you gotta do, but there's life after every relationship. There's life after every rejection. There's a future ahead of all of us. We don't need to take rejection or because you're trying to get back to somebody. Give people time. Sometimes we oh, you try the waters and you realize that the water is not the same like the one you had. And that's what you gotta remember, when you're dumping people and sometimes we're picking up something else and things say, oh, I'm dumping my garbage for something better. Sometimes you think you're finding better. You're not finding no better. What you're finding is headache. And then you want to run back to the things that you already call garbage and trifling and all kind of names. You name the names is like a label on a jar or something. You know what I mean? And then now you realize that I let a good thing go and nobody, if I can't have it, nobody can have it. Those old time saying need to cut out now. Those old time saying need to cut out. People need to start just let go. It's like sometimes you get up and you just walk away. Don't bother look about, oh, I'm gonna get a U-Haul truck and I'm gonna U-Haul everything. Leave everything and go. You have your peace, you have your mind, you have everything. You just make sure you have little dollars in your kitty somewhere. So that if you have to go, you go. And if you don't have no dollar, just go. Wherever the wind go, you blow with it too. Just don't let it left you behind, then you will be in trouble. And that's why when we're making decisions, I think we need to learn to stop make decisions when we are upset, when we are angry, when we're not in the right mind. And even if you're trying to get back with an ex because you think that the way you guys break up or anything, mind you, I don't know what's going on in people's life. I'm just randomly speaking. So this is just opinionated. These are not facts. These are just my whatever coming to my thoughts from my mind. Okay. So I'm saying that even when you have somebody break up on something and you think that you treated somebody bad and you want to win them back over, so it's best to give people time. Because don't try break up with somebody this month and running back next month. Worse, depending on how the breakup went down. Where you embarrass the crap out of the person, you tear the person down, you call the person out their name and you want to run back in their life. Give them time because not everybody going to say, baby, I'm still in love with you. They ain't going to play that game. People get wise up every day. Every day you get wiser. Every month you get wiser. Every year you get wiser. You see what I'm saying? Because you're growing older. You grow a day older, you grow a month older, you grow a year older. You see what I'm saying? So people not don't just sit down and say, okay, baby, come back just the way you are. No, baby. We have to see result. We have to see some growth that you are better. Not just come back the way how you left me. Make me sound like a pig, make me sound arrogant, make me sound frustrated, me still mad, I'm still upset. Give me space. But when somebody's still not over the fact that how you left them or how you treated them, and you want to run back with them and you want them to say, oh, you better give me an answer, yes, I'm gonna do this, yes, I'm gonna do that. Come on now. You don't give no time because you want the person to be on your time. No, they were on your time, but because you had problems and everything, then you decide to just dump them right there. They're not gonna come back the same way they were when they were just met and everything. Hey, ain't gonna come back like that. Smart people ain't gonna come back like that. It's gonna take a whole lot because they have to get over the grief, they have to get over the trauma, they have to get over their bitterness, they have to get over I can't stand you, I don't like you. You think because you get over yours, the other person get over theirs? No. Everybody don't heal the same way. You might heal tomorrow because you move on quicker. Somebody else might take 2 3 years before they heal from a relationship. So when you go out there, you double with every sea, every ocean, every wave, every wind, every curve, every corner. The other person might not be getting over their trauma yet because they realize their mistake and they say, you know what? I just want to heal from all that. You gotta give them time. You can't just come back in and say, "Oh, if you don't talk to me, I'm gonna do this." Then that's not gonna make me want to be around you. And that's when rejection. That's when you're gonna feel more rejected, and that's when your mind gonna take a toll. No, you're on the toll. No, you're on the toll because you feel like you're trying and somebody reject me again. Come on now, take your rejection and move on. One day, you if you believe in God and pray about things, one day things will happen. But you gotta heal, work on you. You know, a lot of time we're trying to heal by healing through other people, by running here, running there, but that's not healing. Healing is taking the time to understand where we went wrong in the relationship, not just blaming the other party, but where we went wrong in a relationship. What are we going to do to fix it so that when we're ready to reach out back to our partner, if we decide, so desire, right? If you think you're still having those feelings to say, I want to be with this person, you have to fix the things that you as well also cause. You can't just look and say you're blaming this person, but it was you, but you're going to just butting down the line. You're not taking no accountability for your same actions. You're not taking accountability for your part in the equation. No, we can't just blame everybody, but we also got to take accountability for our own actions too. Because take two to tango. If you live by yourself, how many tango you gonna be tangling? You tell me. You won't be tangling yourself, okay? But it take two to tango. It take two to argue. It don't take one to argue unless you're a madman. Then you argue by yourself. You see what I'm saying? But it take two to tango. So when we're in a relationship, or sometimes we want to go back to your partner. You want to go back to think about it and say, you know what? Let's say you go back and you check on your partner. You say, "Hey, partner, how you doing?" Or whatever. You realize they're still bitter because of the way you left them. They're still mad at how you dog them or anything. You know what? You should have enough sense now to say, this person have a heal yet. This person have a get over, and just walk away. You can let them know, hey, if you need me, I'll be here. I'm just a phone call away. Because you're working on yourself and you want to be there. You show people that you want to be there by staying away, not running up and feel like you're obligated like how you used to. You know what I mean? You don't have that same privilege no more because people are going to tight up they self. They're going to be more firmer with how they make decision. They're not just going to be loosey like, oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, when? Tonight? Oh, yeah, yeah, sure, sure, sure. They're not going to be doing all of that. Smart people ain't going to be doing all of that like when they were just, when you just meet people and everything and you feel good and, you feel like your vibes and everything and when you come back around, you're going to get the cold shoulder because you give it to me first. And that's why we are in this equation. You know what I mean? But there's a lot going on, and it's just sickening to see so many things going on. And is the accessibility? It is so free. How people just walk and get anything so free. The things that are not even necessary in this world are so easily accessible. Even a baby can get their hand on it. Need to do better. You need to do better. You need more awareness. You need more people who are honest enough to say they fight their own battles when their mind were going sour and they had to fight to get out of it. They had to pray. They have to fast and everything. They need more. A lot of more people who be honest that their mind strays so many times. But what did they use to overcome those toxic mindset that was coming to them so that you can help others out here? Because you'll be surprised to know how many people been down certain road and they had to fight. They had to go to their mama that will pray. They had to go to their father, their sisters, their brothers, their uncle or auntie or whatever, and pray to get over the things that when you're in a relationship that it will make you go the wrong way. You know what I mean? We need to get back into these places. You know what I mean? And then another thing, if you have your friends and family and they come into you and I say, boy, sis, boy, brother, boy, cause it's a lot going on. Just give them a listening ears. Sometimes it's not about the solution you're going to give them. It's just the listening ears for them to just let everything off their chest. You know what I mean? It's like a safe little haven. Like they come to the house with you or whatever. You offer them something to drink, something to eat if they want it. You know what I mean? You have that as an option. You know, if you want a bottle of water and then you say, okay, before we go into anything, I need you to eat something, calm down and everything. And then let we get you to just sit there and just talk, and I just be a listener. Because when we become a good listener, it's better for those people who are going through these things and the thoughts in their head. Then you will able to hear a lot more from them than when we interject all the time or trying to say, but why did you do this, but why we why no. Because sometimes that will also shut down the person that need to say something to you, because we feel like we're obligated to always interject, but we're trying to help them. But sometimes it's best to just listen, because a lot of people going through stuff, and there's a lot of stuff that is out here that we all go through. It's not just a financial strain you're in, that you say, oh, it's a lot, I'm going through a financial crisis. That's not it. That's just one aspect. But what about people who are going through emotionally, mentally, physically, what do you call it, emotionally, psychologically? What about people who are dealing with all the things that they seen, they grow up with, and all these things, you know what I mean? And they're playing out and just need a safe haven. So we have to step up to just be that good listener. I know personally, sometimes I'm not a good listener. I know that, and you got to be honest with yourself. You got to be honest with yourself. If you're not honest with yourself, you can't move forward. And if you say you want to help somebody, the only way to move forward, help somebody, is to tell people that, hey, I know I was in your shoes once. Like when they finish talking something, and you can say, I know where I've been. I was in your shoes, were only one, so I understand. Many times you will say to your sister and brother, but listen, I've been in your shoes before. And sometimes you might have a secret that you never tell anybody before. And that person that you see going down the rabbit hole, you will be honest with that person. And that's the first thing you probably will reveal, to say, hey, I had a C-section. Hey, I had an abortion. Hey, I was a drug addict. Hey, I was a smoker for years. Hey, I was a this, I was a that. That's the time you're gonna be honest with them, because you see where the path that they're on. You see they're going down a path that is not good for them. And that's the only way to help them. The thoughts are gonna come to you, which is how you overcome your challenge, and sharing that with them. Go help them. And sometimes even just land them a hug. Just give me a hug, my brother, my sister. You'll be surprised. Because they're longing, their soul so longing. Because they grow up and they think that, okay, the grass is greener over here if we do this and if we do that. But they don't realize that in order for the grass to be greener, we have to keep working hard. We have to keep working. If we married, or say we live together, whether you're married or not, we have to keep working together. It's not just you get over there and then you just sit down and say, okay, this is all I have to do. No, it's much more than just sitting over there and say, okay, okay, I see you, con. Yeah, yeah. All right, what you cooking tonight? Okay, we cooking this, we cooking that. But that's it, much more than that. It much more than what we'll be looking at. You know what I mean? Because guess what? We can't read mind. We cannot read mind. And that's why when we give people somebody who say, hey bro, I want to talk to you, or something, sometimes you don't say I'm busy. But sometimes you better find a way, if it's not really say something that's you're gonna be behind on, or something, to talk to that person. Because maybe when they finally reach out to you, is the day their mind had made up. That was the day their mind made up to do whatever. Because a lot of people, you'd be surprised to know, they tell you what they were going to do long before things happen, but nobody believed them because we didn't see it happen. But we can't read mind, people. So sitting down like we can't read mind is not going to help. So by the time we realize to try to figure out something, it's a lot already happened. A lot already happened. So when we sit there and say, "Oh, you can't wait for another day," so some things can't wait when somebody reach out to you. So I'm encouraging anybody that is out there, you have somebody going through something, they reach out to you, please. If you can give them that listening ears, just give them, just listen. No, you don't have to say nothing to them, just listen. If they ask you to say what you think about this or what you think about that, what I mean, just be honest with them. Sometimes it might rub them the wrong way, but they gonna go ahead and calm down. You know what I mean? Just be blatant, honest with these people. Because people are struggling and people don't want you to tell them what they're already telling themselves. They want something different. They want something new. They want something fresh. Not to say that is not something you're going to tie into their life. But then when you come and just remind them about what they done, what they done, what they done, that's just pushing them further. You know, and that's why they say in any situations one person have to be calmer than the other. We all can't be going at it at the same time because you're not thinking, I'm not thinking. I want to knock you up the head, you want to knock me up the head. You see what I'm saying? And then therefore that's when a lot of things get out of hand. A lot of things get out of hand because none to quash anything. Everybody heated, everybody hot, everybody have a lot of stuff going on at this time. You know, we used to say in Jamaica, "Yo, we blood boiling, get hot." It's a lot going on in this world, you know what I mean? And then see upcoming school year, it's so much, you know. You lose a auntie, lose a uncle, lose a friend, lose a family member, lose a daughter, lose a, it's so much. It's too much. It's too much. Every day you hear something, it's too much. It's a lot. You know what I mean? So make sure we are out here and we're trying to render assistance. Even sometimes you might not know if you could render assistance to somebody, but you'll be surprised if you're in that city around that situation or so what you would do. You won't know what you would do. But if you're prepared and you'll be out there, you will know what you will do in any situation. Michael say, can you help me out? How are you, Michael? What do you need help with, Michael? What do you need help with? You know what I mean? So we just gonna fight out here, people, and just be honest with our friends. See, all the days where we lie to our friends, I said, be honest with our friends, be honest with our families, be honest with everybody around us. You know, a lot of people don't believe the truth when they tell them the truth. You know that, right? So you keep telling the truth. A lot of people don't believe the truth. You will tell them the truth right now, say you're broke, and they don't believe you. You say a few dollars to buy some food. You need a few dollars to buy some food. I already maximize out my credit card, so you have to be in. I have a lot of food though. You live in Michigan, I could drive and can come give it to you. I am not going to drive that far. But you can, if you live in Michigan, there's plenty of places you can go right now and get food. Or you can call 211. That's a referral. That's a referral. Call 211, they can tell you where places are at that's giving out food. But if you're nearby, we could cook and give you and bring some food over. Or go buy you some food and bring it over. All right, and I know you're probably just asking to just ask, but bless up yourself same way. But there are 211 out there if you want where to find food or so food pantries around, local food pantries. If you're out there in need, I don't know about which state you're in or anything, but wherever you are in America, there's always a place that you can find that is giving away something, even today, that you can find that is giving away food. So unless you don't want that kind of food, unless you want some oxtail and curry goat and rice and peas and chicken, unless you want some of that, then I have to cook it and ship it. He say, yes, I need a few dollars to buy some food. Can you help me, please? I know you don't need it. You're just messing with me. I just know that. Because we're talking about the help if you need help out there. So I know you probably just messing. So bless up yourself, man. You won't hungry. And you probably have food in your house galore. You say, "But let me mess with this young lady here and see her thoughts and what I say to her." Yeah? You know what I mean, family? But don't give up. Don't give up. Michael, bless up yourself. Your basket won't run dry, Michael. You know what I mean? For you know how to do something, shake something out of the tin, cook, whatever it is. Look at cereal, something, something. Your basket won't run dry. And if you're in America, you have plenty of place to get food. Plenty of place. Unless you don't have a mean, like a mode of transportation to go get it, then that's where the barrier would be. You know what I mean? When you don't have that transportation to go get the food, then it can be a hurdle. Or if you don't have a friend or family member with a car to take you to one of those pantry. Oh, you say you're homeless? But homeless people have a lot of place here that they can go and get help. Oh, are you in America? And then I maximize out my credit card so I can send you something. If I didn't maximize it, then I could send you something. So I maximize on my credit card. So that, and that's not gonna pay back for now. So yes, I would help you. I only, if I'm gonna send money, I only will send it to credit card. But I don't think you're homeless. But that's just my opinion. You see what we tell you? If people can't tell you say they're homeless and you don't believe them either, because you think that homeless people don't have a phone, homeless people don't do the same things like regular people do. You see what I'm saying? But that's say go man. But we need to tap into our friends and family, check in on them, see. No, I don't have Cash App. I don't have Cash App. I don't have none of those apps. No Cash App, no Velmo, no Zelle, none of that. All I got is a phone and a credit card. No, I don't got none of those. None of, and then I need another phone. If I have to download anything on my phone, I need another phone. I need another phone to do all of that. But but wherever you are, I hope you can get some help. Go on the internet, you can search a place in your local area that is giving out food, yeah, or so forth. So and then you can check and see their listing. Some places have listing to see when they do give out food or so. So if you're in need, anybody out there, if you're in need of food or so, you can check your local area that you live in to say where give out food or so forth, and you will see a bunch of listing popped up. Some may be near you and some may be far and so forth. You know. And then sometime if you're really homeless, you have some stores you can go to too and they can give food. You just tell them you're homeless and you know have to eat for a few days or so. If you haven't, because you gotta be honest. And then they will, or some people will give you, not everybody, but some places will give you food, will give you something to eat. Yes, so hope everybody doing good. I don't have Cash App. I don't have none of those, Michael. I don't have none of those. But wherever you are, hopefully you will get help around the area you're at or anything. I already maximized my card out because of the card that I have. So I have to be working to pay that back. So you won't, if anybody I need to help with something, I won't be able to help them until I get that bill out the way. Those bills out the way. Yeah. But we can send our blessing, and if we know any resources or so, we can refer it to you or so we can do that. I can do that, you know what I mean? But for now, yeah. 'Cause food is the stuff for life, you know what I mean? And it's not easy when somebody say they're hungry or so if you have it and can't feed them, you know what I mean? I have plenty of food in my house though. So if you need food, you could have cooked and stuff, but you're not there. And then you don't want to invite anybody to your house again, so you have to be careful. Yes, sometimes it touch the story, people's story touch your life, your heart a lot of times. A lot of times people's story touch our hearts, you know what I mean? But then again, you have to be careful of people, how many people you want to say, hey, I live here, I live there, hit me up, email me, and then you connect also, you know what I mean? You don't want to do that because in today's world, you got to be very careful. Very careful. We have to be very careful. I don't got no money now, Michael. I'm working to pay back my credit card. I don't got no money. I maximize my credit card. So any money I'm sending to somebody have to be on a credit card for various reasons. Yes, family. So we are here, we're giving thanks, and I'm just saying that it's a lot going on every day. And but when you really see something's happening around you, you realize that hey, it's a lot. 'Cause every day it's a lot going on. Every day, whether good news, bad news, in between, whatever it is, it's a lot going on every day. It's a lot we have to deal with every day. You know what I mean? It's like going to a 9 to 5 job or working for yourself. Yeah. The boss who work for themselves and they employ people. They have a lot going on because they don't only have their overhead costs to take care of. They have conflict in the workplace that they have to resolve, and they have to come up with different strategies or so for to make sure that don't happen again and all of these things, and have to talk to employees and so forth and get them a want, so many things. And so We understand all of that. And then when you're in a 9 to 5, you have to take on the hustle, the bustle, not just with customers, but also with the people that you're around and the people that you work with, because everybody and you not gonna be connected. Everybody and you not gonna be in line. Everybody not gonna like you and everybody not gonna love you. But it's how you stay afloat and what you use to keep yourself positive is gonna make you be there until you don't no longer need to be there. You know what I mean? So it's a lot that everybody go through every day. Even if you're a gig worker and you're out there, yes, you could say, yes, I'm independent. I'm doing gig work by myself. I'm doing this. And, my family can get to go with me and all of these things. But even that have its own hurdles, a lot going on, because sometimes you run out of gas, sometimes something wrong with your tire, sometimes you need a tune up, you need oil change, you need so many things done. Even though you're having you're your own boss, you're clocking in whenever time you feel like or when you want to, you know what I mean? But everything have its own hurdles. So we do go through a lot every day, and then sometimes the unexpected events, which is like being out there and just hoping that things would go good there, and then the unexpected event just come in and just boom, natural disaster, man-made disaster, so many things can come in and sweep all that we have anticipated or expect that we're going to do or we're going to make or we're going to move to or we're going to jump to, change our thought process. So it's a lot, and I want going forward we need to just tap into ourselves and try to be honest from within. Because when we be honest from within what we're going through, it shows on the outside that yes, we are struggling because we're fighting to be better. We're fighting to remove the stuff that are coming to our thoughts that is not needed. It's not a need, it's a want, because we see things not going our way, and we see, you see that boy over there, that boy caused it. You see that girl over there, that girl caused it. The blame game. And that's why it's always very important to have a mind of our own. Because when we have our mind of our own, we don't put so much stress on other people for blaming them for everything. You know what I mean? But when we don't have a mind of our own, oh man, we live through the blame. We're just blaming somebody. We're just blaming. We're not taking no accountability. All we do is blaming. And that add more stress to you. That add a lot more to you than you would even realize, because sometimes any person who you blaming, oh, they do me this, they do me dirt, they do me that, you know what I mean? You're gonna realize that they move on. Whether he or she move on completely, have nothing to do with you no more, don't even want to see you, don't even want to talk to you, don't even want to say, open your mouth to say nothing. But who is still left there in regrets, and who's still drowning in blame game? The man who just keep talking about, oh, this person do me this person that this, and then we apply all those things to our life, and then we consume it, and it's not vegetable, it's not protein, it's not healthy for us, those kind of consumption. You know what I mean? So it become a lot, because you have to take it make you think, and you say, wow, I endure all this, that was a lot, that's too much, I can't do it. If somebody say I can't do it, it's too much, because we picked up the things that are not healthy for us, and we store it faster than the things that are healthy for us. Notice when we're supposed to eat healthy stuff, change up our diet, change up the way we eat, the way we sleep, the way we walk, the way we talk. Or so at first, when we trying it out, everything become like a task. Everything is too much. Everything is start getting irritable. Everything is start getting annoyed. Everything is just like, oh, it's too much, it's too much, it's a lot, it's a lot. But if we keep telling ourselves everything is a lot, then it's gonna be a lot. You know what I mean? So now you always realize that, oh, I'm a part of the 90-day a lot. And you're probably on that a lot. It's a lot. Because remember, people, we have we to take care of, which is us. We have us to take care of as a person. And if we don't nurture us, eh? Who's going to nurture us? How are we going to take care of other people when we are not nurtured? When we are scared to even treat ourselves? We're scared to step out in faith. We're scared to live in our truth. Because people who know you from the past might judge you and say, oh, this person is all a fabricated story, or this person is all a liar. So But you can't do well because somebody say you what you are. You could have been this person then, but what about now? That's the question, you know. You could have been this person then, but what about now? Here the songwriter said, look at where you are now. So when you look at your journey and you realize that you're no longer in the bondage that you felt like you were in. You're no longer in the place that you felt like you were isolated, you were neglected, you were not seen, you were not heard. You're no longer in those places. So now is the time for you to start generate your mind to push it into a positive mind frame, a positive look on life because you know where you're coming from. But when we blame others for leaving us, rejecting us all the time, listen, when you just hurt, when you're hurting, you're going to do that. That's natural. But when you start to learn and take back control of you, we can't keep blaming the other party for what they have done for us because then we haven't healed yet either. Because we're still in the blame game procedure. We're still processing our thoughts and everything. So we're still at the processing stage of healing. You know what I mean? So we have to learn to say, man, it's too much. What can I do to move forward so that I don't have to just feel like I'm even guiltier than the person who put me here? I'm even guiltier than the person who caused me pain. You know what I mean? So we had to fight that and ask ourselves so many questions. I learned reflection. Reflect on the things that was happening and what role we play in it. That's another thing, we have to learn to know what role we play in something. And then when we look at it and like, what could have I done better? And if you didn't see no way you could have done better, then just leave it as it is. Because you may be telling the truth that you couldn't see what have you done or what have you caused, you know what I mean? But when you start to process your thoughts and everything, you start come to your mind and like, oh yes, you are the little girl down the street, yes. So you are the little one Marva have, yes. Now you start to process your start and start to analyze the situation. Now you start to look at life differently. Now you start to have an open mind towards life. Now you become a what do you call it? A inquisitive person because you want to know everything. So who you be? Where you from? Uh, whose daughter are you again? Whose son are you again? Oh yeah, 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 yeah. You mean Tom down the street? Yes, man. Oh, then Tom not dead. Yeah, but he have a level on us. You know what I mean? So you see how people start think, and that's why we have to start things. So when things come to our thought and you see getting overwhelming and overbearing, we have to quickly shift those mindsets. He said as soon as we become aware, we need to get those things to him quickly so he can take full control. We can't wait till the things gone far. We can't wait till our mindset, our thought process, our body, our heart, our soul put full on into something that we make our mind up to do, to try to call on him. It's gonna be too late. But if you had just listened to yourself just a little bit longer, then the decision you make going forward will be way different. You know? But family, I haven't sleep yet and my eyes are hurt. You see my eyes. So I'm not gonna stay long because I gotta go get some rest. I'll probably wake up pretty late today. But gonna go get some rest because I know my baby gonna wake up back and he get injection today. You know, so I gotta go get some rest so that when he wake up I don't have to feel exhausted and drained. But going forward, family, just be honest with your thought process. When you see certain things come to your mind, pray about it. Because we all have negative and positive thought process. Some people will say, but I don't got no negative thoughts. Wait till you sit down by yourself and just start. You ever see somebody go to Wonderland? It negative thought process doesn't mean that they have to be negative, but just the things we tell ourselves sometimes. Then I have to be quote unquote say are the deadly negative things. It's just a negative thought that will come. Look at you. Eh? Look at life could be better for you, but look at what you choose. Look at what and you're beating up yourself. That's the thought process, isn't it? And even though it may come and showing you what you have done also, but it's still a negative thought process, because even though it's reminding you about your past and the decision you have made or the decision we have made, and it land us here, but it don't really, sometimes it don't have no solution coming with it. It just bashing you. So we even ourselves we get bashed internally, because the way we bash ourselves sometimes is tough. It's a lot. For those of who understand what I'm saying, sometimes you bash yourself over a simple thing. Why did I even turn here? You dummy. And sometimes you speak it out aloud because it's coming from the thought, you know what I mean? You fool. You idiot. Man. Some people probably not. Sure. You know what I mean? We have all these things coming. And then sometimes we tell ourselves, it's all right. It's all right. It's okay. I got it. I got it. I got it. I got it. Yeah? Sometimes you have to have that got it attitude too. Yeah, 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 yeah. You know what I mean? People go say you're crazy, but you understand what's going on. And you're shifting, you know? So your mind can get back on track. You can get back on track and get on with your life, you know? And then sometimes your mind shift, and it shift for good. You know what I mean? So it depends on what thought process you were in, and you needed to kind of rotate or shift or something. Just be honest with yourself so you can work with your father to get out of what you need to get out of. And he make you talk things out aloud too. How many times you on the road and you see a person bad drive you? You idiot! You fool! Get off the road, you can't drive. Some people have road rage. I wanted that dummy here. You're honking the horn telling them to get out the way. Get out the way. Some people wind on the window. Some people do all kind of stuff. You see what I'm saying? But you, it's what you're thinking when you see those situations start to happen. Then you say it out aloud. But guess what? It helps also to calm you down sometimes when you speak things out aloud than when you just keep it inside of you. Because you keep it inside of you, know you're going to road rage because you think somebody bad driving. You think somebody want to knock you off the road. But just talking it out aloud and say, "What is fool?" And then you will come back to yourself. How many of us come back to ourselves and say, let me calm down because we still have to pay attention. Because not because somebody bad driving, you're going to get mad. You're still driving, you're still around the wheel. So you have to say to yourself, let me calm down because you're still on the road. So you won't get too mad, and then next thing you end up not focus, lose focus, because those things can make you lose focus. Sometimes some people get nervous. I say a lot of people don't drive, not to because they can't drive. They just don't want to drive because they don't want to deal with the hustle and the bustle of the road. Because it's a lot. Especially when you're driving on freeway and something and you're taking your look tank and you're scared and somebody is going the speed limit while you better put your four-way flasher on so that people can understand to go around you until you're brave enough to go the speed or do what you gotta do. And that also can give you a ticket. You know what I mean? So you have to be patient and you have to put something on so people are aware that, hey, maybe this person can drive, because then they're gonna cuss you out. You stupid, you fool, you idiot. They're gonna cuss you out. They're gonna dog you. Some people gonna blow the horn, and not everybody have a good heart either. So you might blow the horn, and then next thing you know, they end up in a somebody. Cause you jump, you get scared. Somebody blow their horn. Mind you, you didn't know they were gonna blow the horn. And just let go the horn, they have no mercy for you. Sometimes they're looking in your mirror. No, it's for you to get out the way. Who you think get out the way? You know what I mean? So, and when we say things out aloud, we feel better. We feel better. Because while you're saying things out aloud, you're also learning, your thought process are changing. Because now you're saying that, oh, let me focus on this road here. Because you still have a journey to go. You still have a mile to go. You still have 20 minutes to go. You still have 30 minutes to go. So you can be frustrated because somebody, and sometimes you could be also in your thought process so and not paying attention. And then somebody check you on the road and you're ready to get mad because they shouldn't check you. Sometimes somebody might drive past you and they see you on the phone and they realize you're swerving. 'Cause remember, you're in your car, but you think you're in your lane and you're not paying attention. But the man who is behind you can see that you're swerving left, right, and center. Your car is not straight in line. You dilly dally, and either he want get over you or he blow you to get out the way, or wake you up to tell you what you're doing. You need to wake up. You know what I mean? But such is life, family. So if we can see all the things that are going on, checking with your loved one, checking with your family, checking with your brothers, especially our brothers, checking with your brothers and see how they're doing, checking with our sisters. Our sisters, most sisters are not afraid to speak up and talk about how what they're going through. And we just need to give them a listening ears. Okay. So give everybody a listening, but also checking with your brothers and sisters and make sure everybody is okay. If you see your brother or sister go through a relationship break up or anything, and you know how they are. A lot of us, we know how our brothers are, we know how our sisters are. You understand? And that's the good part. So you always make sure you always have that brother and speed dial, or that sister and speed dial, always checking up on them and let them know you love them, you care for them. Hey brother, I want to hang out with you to eat today or something. You know what I mean? So that way, you keep brother mind busy, you keep brother mind occupied, so his mindset don't have to be looking like, because you get dumped or you get this. Even with females, because we get dumped or reject, we don't have to get dumped or reject and stay in it. We do not have to get dumped and reject to stay in it. We don't have to stay in it because we get rejected. Oh well, it's just another day. You have life, move on. You got your life, move on with your life. That's the greatest part. You got your life. Just move on. Take time to heal, travel the world, and go about your daily lives or so forth, and move forward in life. And you can come back bigger and better and stronger, but sometimes we're holding on to things that is no longer there for us. Remember, we talk about the removal. Sometimes things remove out of our way and we're still fighting to put it back in our life, to replace it, to put it back. Some things, when it's gone, it's just gone. And then some things, if you even want to come back in your life, you gotta give it time. Not because you say, hey, I want you back in my life. You rock my world, you're my this, you're my all in all, blah 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 blah. That person has seen you as no all in all anymore. So in order to win that person back over, you gotta know your boundaries. Cause that person gonna have a wall up. And that person ain't gonna sit down and just accept every little thing like before. But the best thing you can do for that person, if you want to win somebody back over, is give them this space. Step away. Go live your life. Do what you gotta do. It happen all the time. People remarried over, do what they gotta do and enjoy it, because you don't bother them. You know what I mean? And that way you give people space. You don't stalk them, you don't watch them. No, let them live their life. You go live yours. You might have a homie that everywhere they wanna go, they wanna take you. Go hop on that train. You just stay focused in the meantime. And stay positive and pay attention. And know what you want out of life. But running back and forth, stalking people, parking here, parking there, stalking people ain't gonna happen. You just lose somebody fully. Even if that person did partially say, you know what, I still have an interest. But you were doing all of those things. It's like you just root the root up from the root and that's it. Once you root the root up, that's it. You know what I mean? That's it. But if your root is still there, which is you just leave the person there and everything and move on. You probably communicate by phone or so, but you don't see them, you don't go around them, and you chill. You'll be okay. You know what I mean? You check on them, hey, I'm just checking on you, see how you're doing this, if you're alright, you need anything, or even if they don't need that, you're just checking in. And then leave them right there. But you're forcing them to be with you, forcing them to come back. It ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. And that's where we get mad, because rejection, oh, you reject me. You better celebrate your rejection because you got life. Don't do anything stupid with your rejection. Celebrate your rejection because you got life. And I don't care who you are. You celebrate your rejection because you got life. You can transform your life into anything you want to be. You just gonna take time, because healing will begin when you start to recognize and accept that, hey, somebody just dumped me or whatever. Accept it and move on. Oh no, I can't do that, but my life is in here. Your life is not in there because it's not a bank. You got your own life. When you go to bed and you wake up in the morning time and you see another day, that's your life, baby. Your life is not in nobody's hand. It is in your hand and Jesus' hand. Oh, but these all my life. Keep telling yourself that, and then you keep going back, and you keep making the same errors, errors and errors and errors and errors. You ever in accounting we learn errors of omission? So now you're gonna become errors of omission, errors of this, errors of that. You gonna have to correct your errors. Move on. You know, go seek a line, go to a pastor, go to a community leader, find somebody that you can talk to when something not right. Find a therapist. Don't be afraid to go to therapists. If you guys out there you need therapists, don't be afraid. Man or woman, don't be afraid. Go there and get your therapist checkup. Nothing wrong with that. If you're not comfortable with talking to somebody who know both of you or anything, talk to a dead stranger. They out here. Talk to a stranger. Because a stranger don't know you, a stranger don't know who you're talking about. Go to a stranger. We have so many access to strangers nowadays that's not even funny. People who go to college when you're doing research nowadays, and even if it's a true thing, you're doing a research and what they call it, John Doe. So you don't have to talk about say, oh, it's me, Pat. No, you say John Doe. Me and John Doe. Me and Harry. Those are common names. Me and Sam. Me and Pat. You know what I mean? John Doe was da 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 blank blank blank. You know what I mean? So nobody have to know exactly that you're referring to you as John Doe or Jane. You remember those days when you were writing research paper, you have to use Jane or John Doe to hide the protect the people them name. Even today in today's world, they're still using John Doe. They're still using it. They're still using Jane. They're still using Harry. They're still using Pat. Those common names there. Even in research, they use them. According to John Doe in 1990 something, he stated that da 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 blank 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 whatever whatever. You know what I mean? So go out there and get the help we all need. Stop lying to ourselves sitting down there that ain't gonna help us. Get out there and get the help you need so that you can get back on track to who. And if you have children too, when you have children with people, seek help. Because you're not only hurting someone, you're not only taking somebody's life, but you're also letting your children left without no parents. None. Because if they can't have you, if their mama not around, you're not gonna be around. Because if you cause the harm to mama, then you gonna suffer the consequences. So therefore the kids ain't gonna have you, none of you, period. So seek help. All this embarrassment and shame. Oh, I feel shame and people go mock me. Let them mock you. You're crazy. Yeah. Sing crazy with them too. I'm crazy, but I'm just a little bit longer. Say, no, I'm not crazy. I'm just a little bit longer. But get out there and get the help you guys need. Get out and get the help you need. Somebody invite you somewhere and you can go or so. Go just sit down and enjoy yourself. Just still have your mind for yourself. Don't let nobody mislead you. Or so when you see somebody misleading you, start to say, if you have to perform like this in Jamaica, you say perform a sting. You know, feel well, you gotta go home, then you go home. Just make sure you have your vex money with you. That means you can catch your Uber back home and you can catch your bus back home. You don't have to sit down and depend on nobody. Because you may still up in your feeling for XYZ and blah blah blah. So you don't feel like you want to enjoy nothing. But until then, people, healing must take place if we say we want to run back to somebody. We want to go back to somebody. You can't go back like a wreck and expect somebody to go tolerate that. They ain't going to tolerate it one bit. Because those people move on with their life and their mindset is not the same way like you left it. It's not the same rejection mindset they have. They probably go seek therapists themselves. They probably call a friend. They probably reach out to their mom, their dad, if they're still around or so forth, a family member of theirs, or counselors and something. Maybe attend community events or so forth, just to get their mind off a lot of stuff and get back on track. Don't go with them and think that their mind is gonna be the same way. You reject them, you dump them, you call them out their name and everything. Their mind won't be the same. Cause one party always still lingering and the other one already gone up the ladder. Then now you realize that, oh, I shouldn't reject this person. No, no, no. Go get the help you need. Get back on track. Do something to uplift yourself. Start a business. Change your job. Work for somebody else or something. So like even if you say that mean if you don't work on mortgage, go back to school. Do something so that when you say okay, I'm coming back to this person, if this person still won't be around or something, then they can see. So you make some changes. You make some adjustment. You go into church. You start going to church. Even though some people use church as a weapon. But you go to church and you're changing, you're asking God for guidance, you're asking Him for direction, you're asking Him for blessing, you're asking Him for protection, you're asking Him to heal me, you're asking Him for so many things. And you also gotta wait. Because when you put your problem to Him, He's not gonna just send your answer right there because He gotta process it Himself. He gotta process every information we're gonna ask Him for, or we're gonna send His way. He got to process them to make sure that is something he answer he gonna give us is something that's gonna beneficial to us. He not gonna just give us an answer. If you get back an answer when you ask when you pray and you just get back an answer right there and then, you better think twice of who answered that prayer. You better think twice of who answered the prayer, because remember the devil was the brightest man in heaven and he get picked out. And the only thing he cannot do is blow breath in man. So you gotta be careful. So that's why we gotta be patient. That's why they say patience is a virtue. Because sometimes we pray and we don't know who we're praying to. It depends on what we're praying, so we gotta be careful. So we have to wait when we pray to Him and say, God, I ask of you to remove these hurdles. I ask of you to remove the struggles of my life. I ask of you to remove these burdens. I ask of you to remove these haters. I ask of you to remove these jealousy. I ask of you to remove that thought process that is so evil, that is so monstrous. I ask of you to bind them up, Lord. But you're asking for all of that, but you gotta wait. The more thoughts come in, you say, please, Jesus, I rebuke the devil. How many times you have to be rebuking the devil out your own self? So many times we have to even rebuke the devil out of our own thoughts. And it's a work in progress, but we gotta be honest with ourselves. Honest with ourselves will get us back on the right track. You can't wait, oh, but this person lied to me and this. You're waiting for him to tell you the truth, he might not tell you. She might not tell you. But if you're honest with yourself, the Lord will tell you what you need to know, and He will also show you what you need to know. He work wonders. Mankind, we can't work no wonders, but He can work wonders through us. All right. So being honest with ourselves and move forward in life, so that the Lord can continue to bless us, strengthen us, and everything. And remember, help yourself if you need help. Don't be afraid to seek the help you need. You understand? Everything is not just about what somebody can hand you. Here you go, here you go, here you go. No. But it's all about encouragement, upliftment, support, motivation to strengthen you, to drive you so that you can get where you need to go. We will get there. But everything begins with us, because the world can give us anything. But if we don't know how to accept anything, if we don't know how to accept anything, if we don't know how to appreciate anything, if we're ungrateful, if we are ruthless, heartless, and brutal, it no matter what the world give you, you're gonna make your mind make up to go the left, you're gonna go left anyway. So you gotta bear that in mind. You gotta fight that mind when it coming. Fight the negativity so you can win to positivity. Because the love people gonna pour into you is gonna be more than the things that you're telling yourself. But you have to realize that for yourself. We have to realize that for ourselves. The things we're telling ourselves. But when we start to speak it out there, like, oh, you have social media, so many things are going on. If even if you're a man and you see you're going down the wrong drain, come out here and bawl, please, somebody help me. You'll be surprised to be somebody help you. Just nobody do the fake tears, because nobody now have time for the fake tears. If it's something you have got through and you don't know how to operate it, you don't know. Come out, and if you have to bawl it out. Please, somebody help me. I need some help. Don't be afraid, so people can be knowing, say, yes, this is a genuine person out here crying out for help. Not no fake tears, crying no fake tears. Or throw look water on your face, say you're crying. No, we don't do those kind of things. If you cry, you're crying. If you're not crying, you're just not crying. No fake nothing. So you can get help, because a lot of time people fake what they're going through, and that's why they can't get the help. You know what I mean? Get off that fakeness off of you and be the real you. Embarrassment is a word. So you don't think you're going to run from embarrassment. But if you tell yourself that you're embarrassed, but you're going to go for the help, embarrassment will be removed. No help will be there. So from that big old long word to one 4 letter word, which is better? Help. You understand? You know, if you look on the big old embarrassed word, long ever word, half of you probably can't spell embarrassment. But you know embarrassment. So I'm saying, but the 84 letter word will come in handy. Help. You understand? Convert the days. This is a digital world out there. People can help. You have several therapists online. You have so many people online probably looking forward. Also that you never know who would probably want to give you a service, offer you a service. So if you know you have struggle out there or anything, please reach out. You have a platform, clock in. Utilize your platform when you're not well. Some people go mock and jury you. That's all right. Doesn't mean you have to swallow that. You already know what you're going through. Collect the good part of the things that people are going to give to you. You already negative on the negative side, so there is no need for you to accept the negative of other people. But what you do, you pick out the good out of what everybody gonna say, and that's what you use to digest, so you can get the strength you need, not the negative. And then you move on and get back bigger, better, and stronger. You know how many people I've seen online and they come and they share their thoughts and the people comment or something and say, boy, this person really helped me because I was in a difficult spot or I was in a difficult situation, and just hearing this message here or so. They had a different thought on how they were going to go about stuff. You know what I mean? So sometimes don't sit down there and just wait for somebody to, nobody can read your mind. But you know what you're going through. We all know what we're going through. We all know the doors that we're trying to get to, and they can't open because they need some coins to drop up in there, or they need some different perspective to go up in there, or we need to get some more, we need a cleaner bill of slate. We need a clean mindset, and we know we mindset is not clean, so we can't get there. So we need somebody help to help us. How can I get back on track? That's why you seek therapy. That's why you go out there and be honest now, so somebody can help you. Go to a therapist. So you say, I'm checking in because I'm tired of coming off as being this. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of blaming other people for my behavior and making it look like reverse psychology. You know, a lot of people blame you for their own toxic self. Yes, people blame you for their own toxic self. But when you start to be honest with you, brutal honest with you better go in your bathroom and go be brutally honest with yourself. You better go in your closet and go cry out loud and say, Jesus, and be honest with yourself. All the lie you tell yourself over there, you better change them. All the things you tell yourself, I'm good when you're dying inside, you better change those. They say it's been a long time coming and I know change gonna come. It gonna come when we make changes. It will come when we make changes. How many person know that song? It's been a long time coming, but I know change gonna come. It will come when we make changes. Everything we want to do, it will come when we make changes. Change is already out there. It's for us to tell ourselves that things will come when we make changes. Transition, transformation, affirmation, direction, path. The blessing of God will come when we make changes. Go. Sometimes you don't have to talk to the world. You just go out there in nature. Go sit on the, if you're a beach person, go to the beach, sit on the side of the beach with a book, reading, if bring your Bible. Or whatever book you want to read. And just out there read and meditate. Talk to your father, probably sit on the side of the water and just let the water beat you wherever it need to beat you. And you're there talking to your father, asking him for to redirect you. Be honest with what you have done, so he can make changes. And wait for him to give you an answer. But while you're waiting, you still gotta keep working on you. We all gotta keep working on us. Not because it's like you say, oh, I want a breakthrough. Yeah, you get the breakthrough, but are you willing to maintain it so you don't have to go back in a ditch? That's the question, you know. We're working for a breakthrough. Now the breakthrough arrived. What are we doing to maintain that breakthrough? You see what I'm saying? It's not just to say, yeah, I got a breakthrough. But are you trying to fight to maintain that breakthrough? Because other people out there need to get the help they need too. So when you get your breakthrough, whether through motivation, through encouragement, through upliftment, through whatever alleys you get your breakthrough through, in order to maintain that, it begin with us. It begin with us. It don't begin with the people who gonna give it to you. It begin with you. All of us are individual people by the end of the day, and we all know what we're going through individually. Everybody not going through the same thing, and that's why it's an individual thing. Our mindset is an individual mindset. Right now I'm talking, and somebody probably have a million and one different perspective on what I am saying, whether they agree or disagree. You understand, they have a million and one ways of looking at situation right now. But it's going to be an individual choices we're going to make when we are in situation, because no one size fit all. And that's one of the things we got to also remember. When we're applying stuff to our life, when we're calling out for changes, when we're calling out for the Lord to continue to bless us, when we're calling out to our brothers, to our sisters for help, we got to know exactly what we want from those brothers and sisters and from the Lord is to for them to help us with getting over here. We need to make changes. I'm tired of living this way. I'm tired of being a bitter. I'm tired of being a stalker. I'm tired of being cussing people out. I'm tired you whatever you're tired of. Because he gonna have his angel around you. Because you know why? You're seeking help, and he gonna start build his perimeter around you to protect you and to guide you. And you gotta also remember, many people making changes, and as soon as they start to make adjustment and changes, sometimes their life got short because they wait too long. They were talking about it maybe a week, and then after that something happened. So you also gotta be careful. So don't wait when you realize that you're struggling and you're in need of something. You need to get your mind right. You need to get your body right. Don't wait too long. It's just like sickness. You wait too long to cure that monster or to get help with that monster. What does that monster do? Take over your body when you wait too long, right? Now nobody can do nothing. You understand? So you just picture life like that. So you can't wait too long, and then when you wait too long, everything long gone. Too far. People say, oh my God. You ever hear you go somewhere that somebody may recommend you to go? And when you go there, they say, if you had just come last week, we could have helped you. But you get the message last week and they what? I go this week. How many of us get those kind of places to get little help or anything you're going through? And you say, I go next week. And you postpone it. I go next week. Yes, you go next week, yeah? And then you go next week, somebody told you, man, I wish you had come earlier. Or maybe if you had come 2 days earlier, we could have helped you. How many person hear that in their life? If you had come 2 days earlier, you hear what they say? 2 days earlier, we could have helped you. Some people say if you had come a week ago, we could have helped you. If you had come a month ago, we could have helped you. If you had come a year ago, we could have helped you. A lot of us hear that in our life. Because this world is huge. A lot of us hear that in our life. But not because they told you that. There's some places we tell you, but if you come back in the next 6 months, or we're gonna put you on a list, or we're gonna put you on this, or we're gonna put you on that. Do you mind? They ask you for your permission first. And they will say, do you mind? We put you on here so if anything come up or so forth, then we can call you. Or sometimes they give you a referral or references to where you can go. They can direct you to somewhere else that can help you right there and then if it's an emergency. So that's why when you're going through stuff, you can't sit down there and say, oh, I'm gonna do. I have a best friend I lost. He lost by an accident in Jamaica there. I think 2 years ago now. And I remember a week before I got his number and I called down there and get his number. I said, I need to talk to my friend. I haven't heard from him in a while. I get his number and I say, you know what? I'm gonna call him tomorrow, and then I go again and say, oh, I'm going to call him the next day. And the following week he passed away. The following week he passed away. It's like hunting for somebody for so long. I need to know where this person at. I need to know where this person at. And then you get the number. Oh, I'm going to call this person. I'm going to call it. And then when you're ready to call, is that the person sick in a hospital, no longer here or something. Can't talk no more. Can't this, done that. Don't want to see nobody because they out of this world. Life is telling you that life is short. And that's why every moment that we live to see, we have to make changes for the greater good. We have to learn to walk upright. Even if you weren't walking upright, you have to learn to walk upright. Yeah? You have to learn to walk in your truth. You have to learn to follow your pathway that the Lord have for you. Remember, when you pray for all of these things, you're asking him for direction, so he's going to give you a pathway. Ain't you ask a direction? So you're going to get a pathway. It's like plugging things in the GPS because you need a pathway to see the easiest way to get to where you need to go to. Same way when we call on Father. He going to give us a pathway to go. And sometimes we're very stubborn set of people. We're very stubborn at times. Oh, I'll do it tomorrow. Okay, yeah. Oh, okay, I get to it. Okay, cool. And then tomorrow come, you never get to it. The next day come, you never get to it. And again and again, 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 till guess what? Expiration. People no longer here who need to sign something for you, who need to do this for you, who need to do that for you, and they promise you. But family, I want you all to walk good finally. I say walk good this time. No, we're not going no further because I walk good. Have a blessed day. And remember, it's 90 days of a lot. But however your lot look like, pray about it. If it's not a good lot that you're going through, you're dealing with so much, the mixed emotion or something, just pray about it. Find somebody, reach out to someone. You have the hotlines, you have anything, you have negative thoughts in your head, get them out your head. Don't be afraid. You have social media out here now. You know what I mean? If you have to vent out there on social media so you can get the help, make sure you have the help word in there. Please help me, somebody. And when somebody crying out for help, please don't be bashing them. You understand? Let they get the help they need so they can get back on track with their life and move on so you don't have to keep disturbing the neighborhood. Because when people don't get the help they need, they're going to disturb the neighborhood for sure. People don't understand these things, but people will disturb the neighborhood. Now they become a problem. You understand? It's like if you don't eradicate your roach, your mice or something, don't they become a problem? Same thing with problem when time problem come. If you don't eradicate these things, what happen? But anyway, Chatterbox is here and Chatterbox need to go get some rest. So, what good family, have a blessed day. And remember, it's 90 days of a lot. Take care of your health, take care of your well being. Until then, we say, peace out.